Buddy to Steel City Live. I'm Jason, that's Sean, and we are here live on Mike Drop Sports as always for our daily show. What is up, Sean? Live from Hawaii.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? I'm doing well over here. Just another day in the life here. We're just trying to see what Omar Khan's got up his sleeve next.
That's it, no doubt. Welcome back. Let's talk Miss Pittsburgh in the house, 24K, Denise, JD, what's up? Yo, George. We are getting rolling here on Mike Drop Sports. Make sure, hey, 10 out of 10 right now as we get the stream started right away. Already batting 1,000 for the likes.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm gonna try to go candy free tonight. Candy free. Let's do it. So, but anyway, yeah, we were talking yesterday. We had some stuff going on around the Steelers, people that were associated with the Steelers, all that stuff. Maybe where the Pittsburgh Steelers might want to go here in the draft. Maybe that's changing here. Maybe it's leaning more toward receiver, the Texas wide receiver that's out there. There's some other guys that they could be looking at in that spot too. But I'm really starting to kind of feel disappointed because I really want an offensive lineman, a center or a tackle here. That's really where I want to go. But we'll see how it goes here. I'm gonna get a couple things loaded up. How about that video earlier of Russell Wilson? Well, he was on the video that I did. Looking sharp, Sean. Do you think he looks pretty sleek and fit right now, man?
Yeah, man. He looked kind of ripped. He had some nice muscle tone going on. He was out there slinging the ball around. I thought that was a great sign, and he looked happy. He looked like happy, like he's stoked to get the season started. That's just my own opinion, but man, yeah, he's looking good, man. Makes me wonder what kind of competition they're going to have with Justin Fields, if he's even going to have competition.
Yeah, I just don't know how they're going to do it. I don't think they will. I really think that this is something that the Pittsburgh Steelers and Justin Fields need to take advantage of. Make sure that you're taking advantage of this time to learn and to grow a little bit and get that pressure off that young man and allow him to just find himself a little bit. I just think adding just hey, here's another franchise that you got to carry right now. Let's do it. The only difference is when you're playing in Pittsburgh, you do have a good defense. You have an excellent fan base. You have big crowd noise. You just have a different environment, but still, it's going to be hard, man. It's definitely going to be hard. Uh, it just amazes me though that there could be any reason that the Pittsburgh Steelers don't just right away keep Russell Wilson as the starter. That's just my thing. Hold on,
Yeah.
Sean. I want to do one thing here real quick. I want to put my phone on do not disturb. Okay. I had to do that because we always get it and then I got to log back out and shit. So, all right, guys, again, make sure you're smashing that like button as you come in and out of the show. And we are going to get going good here, rolling along. We were talking about Russell Wilson and how he looked. We'll continue to talk about that. What's up, 24? What's up, George? Joshua Shields, what's up? Foots Biggs in the house. JD, I think he wants to prove he still got it. Good sign. Absolutely, dude. And I think that's exactly what he wants to do. 24K. Russell Wilson is trying to take his mind off losing that 3 million on selling his house in Denver. He might be. That'd be probably a pretty shitty thing, man. Man, I'm losing a little bit on selling a house in Pennsylvania, and it's only in the tens of thousands, and I'm like, shit, man, I couldn't imagine losing $3 million. I'd be livid. But
Yeah.
dude, like you were saying, man, Justin Fields or not Justin Fields, Russell Wilson looked happy, dude. You see him out there. I mean, I'd be happy too with that house that he was living in. Damn, that was nice. But shit, he did look happy, guys. He looked like he was really eager to be training and moving and getting going. Do you
Yeah.
think Russell Wilson said to himself this year, 1.2 million, I'm going to a good franchise, and this is what I'm going to do to prove it. This is where I want to be. This is all about what I want to do. It's just winning and championships. Do you think that's his total mind state moving forward the rest of his career, Sean? Is just focus on winning. Screw the money.
Yeah, totally. You got to go out there and go out on a high note. If he goes out there, let's just say Pittsburgh goes into the playoffs on a deep playoff run, maybe even makes the Super Bowl this year. What does that tell the Seattle Seahawks, what they did with Russell Wilson? What does that say to the Denver Broncos? That everybody basically gave up on Russell Wilson, and that should give him a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, he should go out there and want to prove everybody wrong and let them know that hey, you guys got rid of somebody that still had years left in the tank, and now look, I'm going to come over to Pittsburgh and we're going to win some games. That's the kind of
Oh yeah.
mindset you should have. Yeah, you just go out there and prove them wrong. Definitely.
Hell yeah, man. I agree. I think that that's exactly it. Oh, thanks, Foot's Big. We look forward to talking with you guys. And you always have good stuff in the chat. Thank you, man. But, dude, you're looking at Russell Wilson and you're looking at Justin Fields here. You're looking at this quarterback room. And then you're looking at maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers adding even more weapons. You have George Pickens, who I think is going to be elite. There's rumors surrounding all these people that they could trade for. Then you're seeing a lot of things today talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers going wide receiver in the first round, blah, blah, blah. You got guys like what? Marvin Harrison Jr., he's the top ranked guy. Malik Neighbors out of LSU. Rome O'Dunes, I always pronounce his last name wrong, out of Washington. Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU. So the LSU guys seem to be a big pair. You had Adonai Mitchell out of Texas, Lad McConkey out of Georgia. So there are guys available. These players are ranked from 1 to 28 on the big board right now throughout the whole draft, Sean. Do you think the Pittsburgh Steelers need to go for playmakers? Some may think if you aren't drafting guys that are playmakers, that aren't skill players, if you're drafting offensive line and center, you're in a rebuild mode. What do you think about that? I don't think you are in a rebuild mode. I think you're just trying to win in the trenches, what it takes to win in the NFL. What do you think? Do you think the Pittsburgh Steelers, by drafting a center, drafting a tackle, do you think that they're just admitting, hey, we're in a rebuild?
No, I think
Dollar
that
stuff.
I wouldn't. No, I don't think so. Not even for a second. These are just holes that they need to fill, and we saw, the weak links throughout last year, and they made some moves, and they're shuffling their cards around so they can make those moves. That's what they're doing, and I don't think it's admitting to anything other than we might have been wrong with Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky. That's about the main things I see them admitting that they were wrong in, even though they'll never say that. They're admitting it by making these moves.
Yeah. Miss Pittsburgh's talking about Kenny be fooling the hell out of us. Yeah, he was fool's gold, I think.
Yeah.
JD has made enough money to last a lifetime if he doesn't get stupid. So it's about one more ring, and that would put him in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely. I think Russell Wilson needs to go out and secure another title. He's 1-1 in the Super Bowl. A guy that's won one with Pete Carroll, lost one with Pete Carroll. And he threw the interception that ended that game. I think Russell Wilson needs to go out there and grab one more championship to solidify his position in Canton. I have an interesting thing. You've seen guys come in and do this before. You've seen Tom Brady. You've seen Peyton Manning. You've even seen Drew Brees go to another team, left the Chargers after an injury, went to the Saints. It took him 4 years, but nonetheless, they won a Super Bowl. You've seen it happen over and over. Just one piece gets to a team, an older player, but it's enough to get them over the hump. Do you think Russell Wilson would be enough to get the Pittsburgh Steelers over that hump, like some of those veterans that have went to other teams? Do you think that he is enough of a piece?
Yeah, definitely. Like I like that video you posted today, man. Like he looked fit and he looked like he's moving around good. He's dancing with his feet. He's throwing the ball confidently. I really like that, man. And man, he's exactly what we needed. We needed a veteran to come in and be a mentor to these younger guys, and that's what Russell Wilson can do. And he's a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's good enough to go out there and do the job that needs to be done. That's what Pittsburgh Steelers need.
Yeah. You're looking though too with them saying about going out there. Oh, Foot's big. He just shared they're going to come flowing in. I hope so, buddy. Thank you. Everybody, make sure to bully that like button. Absolutely, kick the like button's ass because we are rocking here. It usually takes a while for the stream to get hot as we move through, guys. So the viewers typically pick up as we move. Friday's a tough day for some reason. Maybe we should go on later on Fridays. We'll see. As for the guy that most people were trying to connect the Pittsburgh Steelers to as of right now at the wide receiver position, possibly with pick 20, that would be Mitchell, the Texas Longhorn, number 5 wide receiver. He's a guy that's 6'4", 196 pounds, out of Missouri City, Texas. He's a junior right now. He's coming into the draft, ranked like the third or fourth best guy on some big boards. But adding a piece like that with George Pickens, and you're going into an Arthur Smith offense, a guy that's more run centric, play action pass type guy. Would wide receiver have to be the way you go necessarily, because I'm not sure. Does it really matter in an Arthur Smith offense? I just don't know. I don't know if it's the right move, man. I keep pondering that, Sean. I'm not sure if it's the right way to go. I really would like a tackle or a center, man. I really would.
Me too. That's what I feel is the number one move to make: is center or tackle. Either one, those are number one right there. That's the most
Mhm.
important that the Steelers need to make in this, in my opinion. Absolutely, I agree, bro.
Yeah, and then you're looking to like, man, what if you get one of these skill players? What if they whiff? Whatever. Okay, you took a chance, but when you could have gotten a center, you could have got a tackle, and then you're looking at Dan Moore Jr. Man, guys, they say that the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is from all these insiders, so-called insiders of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's guys that have covered the team for many, many years, have some intimate knowledge and relationships with the team. And they're saying that, the Steelers really admire and really are into Dan Moore Jr. But what's the reason you're into this guy? He can't play both sides. He's not versatile. Why in the world are you going to put all your money into Broderick Jones with risking high draft capital and not put your best tackle that's on your football team on the left side to protect the quarterback's blind side, man? I just don't get that. Dan Moore Jr., I think he needs to go and sit the bench and learn how to play both sides, and you go and draft a young stud tackle. Would you put a lot of faith in the Dan Moore Jr. If you're the Steelers and just say, well, we're going to call it a wash. We're going to try him out at the right side. If it doesn't work out, we'll put Broderick Jones back over there. Is that something you would be even willing to do, Sean?
No, and if they did do something like that, I feel like that would be a strong case of neglect, because that's a huge hole that needs to be filled, and it's no secret. There should be no excuse. They need to go out into the draft and hit somebody out of the draft for this position and put Broderick Jones on the left, like you said. Let's put these guys where they play the best, and let's not settle. Let's fix the big white elephant in the room. Let's just get it
Mm-hmm.
taken care of, so we can all go about our lives knowing that Steelers going to have a good chance this year.
Yeah, amen, man. If you don't get in the trenches, you're screwed. Your average comic book nerd, what's up, man? I did some research and I figured out that the door is opening for Brandon Aiyuk to become a wide receiver on the Steelers a couple of days ago. It started out as a tweet, and now it's possibly a fact. Uh, it, these all have supposed openings, so it's so hard to pinpoint these rumors, man. But would it really be feasible for the Pittsburgh Steelers to make a move like this? If you go out and you have to give a player like a Dan Moore, like a Pat Fryermuth, like a Calvin Austin III, plus a significant high draft pick, possibly a first or a second round draft pick, on top of paying this guy $25 million, is it really worth it to have that for 1 year, Sean? Is that worth it to you? Or with these rumors, do you think maybe they're just getting silly with some of the ways that they're these rumors are being spread around? We've talked about them at length, but are they just becoming silly? Maybe.
I think so. I think that's a good possibility. Yeah. You know how it is. People go out there, they start talking, then you got things, discussions going around, people tossing around ideas, and things get mixed up. A lot of these people that are talking about these things are drinking or smoking, and they pass on the word, then it gets misconstrued. And yeah, exactly. And then
Yeah.
it's in the media and everyone's hyping it up. And we just
Hmm.
gotta trust in the con, man. We gotta trust them.
Trust in
Everything's
the con artist.
Yeah, we just got to relax. I know I'm getting anxiety from this. I'm anxious. I want to see these holes get filled like last
Hmm.
week. Here we are. We're still waiting. We just got to have
Yeah.
faith.
No doubt. What's up, Paranormal in the Fun House? What's up, man? Is there anything breaking? Nothing right now. We're just kind of talking about the real news that's spreading around about the Steelers right now, just easing into this Friday. Foots Big says, let's get shit faced. It's Friday. Let's do it. 24K, Miss Pittsburgh. The way you were waving that towel around, you probably used to be a cheerleader. Miss Pittsburgh loves that towel, baby. George Cheston, is Fields a lefty or a righty? I know Russell Wilson is a righty. Fields is a righty, I believe. I'm pretty darn sure. Paranormal in the Funhouse, knowing Omar, he can make anything happen cheap, no doubt. Miss Pittsburgh is going to be the official mic drop cheerleader. She already is. Miss Pittsburgh is the mayor of mic drop, man. We'll anoint her now.
Yeah.
Paranormal in the Funhouse. Knowing Omar. Okay, we did that one. We did that
Our
one.
office,
Foot's big.
way up
What's
here.
that? Go
That's
ahead.
where Pittsburgh is. That's our office, way up here in the top floor, right here, guys. Mike Drop Sports Building.
Yep, that's it. The Mic Drop Sports Towers, guys. Sean's office is on the left. Mine's over here on the right. Sean got a better view. All right, let's keep going. That's what she said. Your average comic book nerd. True. I get what you're saying. Yeah, you just never know, comic book nerd. There's so many rumors. It's so hard to pinpoint. And you have some of these shows that are on the internet, and man, they will swear this is the definitive things, and this is exactly what's going to happen. And the Steelers are going to do this, and they're going to do that. That's just smoke and mirrors, dude. It's bullshit, most of it. You got to wait and see, man. We got to see how it plays out. And you got to start taking little pieces, and nothing is definitive until it happens, man. Nothing. And two, Mel Kiper, guys, you don't put any stock in any of the dumbass shit he puts on the internet. I'm not trying to be rude, but Mel Kiper is wrong 99% of the time. And he has the Pittsburgh Steelers doing some wild things this draft. So we'll see what it gets. Crazy. JD says he is right-handed. Yeah, foot's big. He said he wanted to get those holes filled. Yes, sir. Uh, I'm the fun-loving troll that everyone wants to be, but no one asks for. You're all right, man. You're our troll, foot's big. You're all right. All right, let's keep on moving, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button here on Steel City Live. Don't forget to get your membership so you can get involved into our giveaways. One is coming up in April, so don't forget 99 cents a month for your membership. But most important thing you can do is hit that like button for us here on Mike Drop Sports. Also, today, guys, we hit a milestone 2,400 subscribers, and we are inching toward that 5,000 subscriber goal. Also, we only needed like 26,000 more views on the channel to hit 1 million. So we should hit that in the next day or two. We get about 10,000 views a day with everything, shorts and all that. So we'll see how it goes, man. We're almost to that million, and that's because of you guys. Paranormal in the Funhouse. If we do get Brandon, watch we get them for the cheapest thing that no one ever thought. LOL. It would be funny at Carnart. Yeah, absolutely, he does, and that's why I say, guys, this top dollar stuff that's floating around. What do you got to do? Back people into a corner, man. Get them into a bad spot to where they got to take the least amount possible. The least amount possible. Do you think, Sean, that Con is going to go out and just spend outrageous money to get one of these guys? Do you think that that would be in his character at all?
I don't, for some reason, I don't see him spending big money. I really don't. And if they do, it's going to be like maybe Brandon Aiyuk would be the biggest they go, I think. And who knows what kind of contract the con man can construct.
Con man, construction.
I love it. Man. I have fun with that guy's name, bro. I really do.
I
But
love it too.
I don't really see him spending a lot of big money. I really don't. There's this is such a wide receiver, rich draft that's coming up. We don't have to go get Brandon Aiyuk. There's other ways that we can go about this and save us on the big cap hit.
Absolutely. And Mel Mills says, barring some free agent craziness, not taking O line with our first pick would be madness. I think so. I think it'd be absolute insanity, man. The holes are gleaming, they are bright, and they are looking you right in the eye. And they're big holes, like massive ones that you have to feel. They're very important ones that you have to feel. And you got to get that, man. You got to get that O line solidified. What's up, Oscar? Yo, yo, yo. It's going good, man. How are you? I'm pressing my luck today, boys. Now you're all right, bro. Steeler Wade, what's up, man? What do you think about the Cameron Johnson 3-year contract? The punter. I think it's a good one. What do you think about the signing of the new punter, Sean? Do you feel like that was a good signing?
I feel like it's a great signing. We needed that hole filled also, and the guy's got NFL experience. He's been playing in the league for a few years, and he knows what it takes, to get those punts on the other side of the 20, or to pin the defense or the offense over on the other side of the field. That's exactly what we needed. We had to get rid of Presley Harvard, and that was one of the worst punters I've ever seen in NFL history, not just for the Steelers. That was the worst I've ever seen.
He was bad, man. He would boom 100 yards and then for 20 punts straight suck. I just don't understand it. I do not understand it.
Yeah, you got to be
George,
consistent in the
what's
NFL.
that?
You got to
What's
be
that?
consistent. The guy was so inconsistent. You can't play like that.
Yeah, consistency is the only thing that matters in the NFL, man. When you become inconsistent in the NFL, your job is in jeopardy, man. You
Yeah.
got to remember too now, too, Sean. And I don't know if you're seeing this. Teams are even less patient now with big time first round draft picks, especially like at the quarterback position. They're not giving these guys very much time to develop. It's what have you done for me lately? And if you haven't got it done here in the first couple years, we are finding another option. You saw it with Kenny Pickett. Do you think that that's more the trend now, Sean? You got to come in ready to go. And if you're not going to get it done in a year or two, we're going to move on no matter what kind of draft capital we spend on you.
Yeah, they're definitely showing that that's like the direction they're headed towards. They want results. They want it now, and they don't want hostages. If you make any kind of whining or any kind of complaints like now, I've seen them do it time and time again. Now you're out, no questions asked, and you will be replaced very quick. It's impressive the way that they can move these guys around and fill these holes in. What's been just driving me crazy is the past week nothing happening. So I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
no doubt.
Move.
Yeah. Steeler Wade said that your backdrop's a noise.
Hey,
Nice.
thanks, Steeler Wade. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey guys, check out Steeler Wade show. Hook him up. He's gonna come on and talk with me, man. Steeler Wade's gonna come on one of these weekend days here. We're trying to pick a day. You better email me, Steeler Wade. We'll get you on. We'll let you
Yeah.
get a little talking in. Steelers freak. R.I.P. Van Rooney woke up. Oh, he just woke up. Hey, I'm here. I'm here, guys. Foot's big. I opened the floodgates. There's more of us in here now. Absolutely, guys. Once Foot's big shared this shit, it got rolling. Thanks, Foot's big. I appreciate it. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Also, put in the comments exactly what you want to talk about with your Pittsburgh Steelers as the Pittsburgh Steelers continue to do Steeler like things. Nothing in this last week. They were very, very, very active, man, in week one of free agency. But what do you think has been the major holdback here, Sean, in week two of free agency? Why haven't they been as active this week?
That I'm having a hard time figure out. I've been looking into this, like trying to see maybe if I can find anything on them talking to anybody, and it's just been dead. I haven't read anything on the internet. There's nothing going on. No rumors. It's just been quiet, other than just people talking about Brandon Aiyuk lately. That's like the main thing I've been hearing about. Yeah, it's just this has been very odd, and I'm excited to see, like I said, their next move. I cannot wait until we get any kind of bit of information about what's going on out there. And I also thought that was a good point. I wanted to bring that back up about somebody said that Russell Wilson, that if he was to go out and win one more, he'd be a Hall of Fame candidate. Does that mean that he's not a Hall of Fame candidate as of right now? I would say he's probably not. But that's got to be enough motivation for him to go out there and want to come win one for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting excited. So ever since I saw that video you put up today, I was like, whoa, dang. All right.
It's crazy how when we're in the off season, the workout video gets you fired up, dude. It got me fired up. I'm like, let's go, Russ. Let's go,
Yeah,
Russ. Let's do it, Russ.
I really liked it, man. And sorry, to backtrack on that, but I really wanted to say that. And that's enough to get
Yeah.
me all fired up, man. Hey, let's go.
You got Sean hot and sweaty, Russell Wilson. You got him fired up.
Not like that, but I'm just stoked to get some wins. Let's go.
JD, I think the Steelers are weighing their options, either taking a wide receiver in free agency or drafting a couple. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Chris? Good question, ambitious question from Steeler Ray. Yeah, guys, what they're waiting on here is the right move. Omar Khan ain't doing anything stupid. And that's where I keep saying, and that's why I keep feeling, and Sean, I believe, is on the same page. I don't think they're going to go out and make one of these monster moves for a wide receiver when they can find one that's a young guy that can come in for 4 years and be special on a cheap deal. Why go and be overzealous and spend a shit ton of money? I don't think that they're in that position. The only thing that the Pittsburgh Steelers did this week is one great thing, and that was bring an overqualified coach in to coach to be an assistant coach in the secondary. That was a big move, man. Do you think some of these coaching additions have been a little bit overlooked here, Sean? since they did sign some big name guys like Russell Wilson, traded for Justin Fields, brought the punter in, got Patrick Queen dirt cheap. Well, compared to what his projection was, do you think maybe some of these coaching moves are just being a little bit overshadowed by that, but they really mean a lot?
Yeah, that could be for sure, because it's exciting when you get these big names to the free agency to come over and help you recover from what we've just been through. And yeah, these coaches, it's kind of like the linemen or in the trenches. Those guys, it's overlooked a lot. Same with the coaching. Like I'm still
Yeah,
really stoked about Arthur Smith. I really am. This is going to be a really fun year, you guys. Not only are we going to see a whole new playbook, but we got all these new players. Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, it's probably overshadowed. Yeah.
yeah, I think it means a lot. Steelers freak ads. He says that if the fans see the holes, no doubt the team does too. They have a plan. We must wait and see it unfold. Absolutely. That's what I keep saying, man. And Sean keeps saying it too. You gotta just be patient. Nobody knows definitively exactly what they're gonna do, but we're starting to see the trends of Omar Khan. Is he afraid to pull the trigger on some things? No. But is he stupid enough to make some of these crazy moves that paints your franchise into a corner? No, which is a good thing. And I think he's looked like a seasoned veteran compared to some of these other GMs out there in the league. I really, really do. I just think he is a guy that knows exactly his plan, sticks to it, and has a backup plan for everything that he's doing in case something falls through. And then getting back to this coaching thing, you're talking about Anthony Midget, a guy that was with the Tennessee Titans, fired in 2023. However, he's trying to get his career going again, guys, back with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think that it's going to be a good thing, man. The more minds you have, the better your schemes are going to be. The more efficient your secondary is going to be in terms of disguising defenses and playing more exotic looks with the more minds you have in there, man. Oh, thank you, Foot's Big. I want my $2. The Foot's
I know,
Big. There you go.
I know that's from Better Off Dead, the movie. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I didn't know
great.
that. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's hilarious. What's big?
uh Steeler Rateso says cheap buyer with cash. Now, yeah, like on Facebook Marketplace, cash buyer, and cash in hand. I hate to sell anything like on Facebook or anything, dude. You got some dumbass comments. And then you get people that message you, is this item still available? Well, if it's listed, probably. I guess there are idiots out there that sell it and then leave it up for 6 months, and you're like, "Damn, I wonder if that's still available 6 months later." I guess there are those stupid people. If I sold something, I'm gonna like take the post down, and be
Yeah.
done with it. Steelers freak. Smith's O is run and tight end heavy, focusing on one primary receiver with others in the sport role. Why bring another stud in to cause drama with GP? That's what I was alluding to earlier, Steelers freak. Whenever I was like, Arthur Smith offense is bringing in one of these guys really going to make a significant impact because of how he does things. That's just my question. You're going to be play action heavy. You're going to run the football. You're going to try to win in the trenches. You're not going to try to be this run and shoot, uh, you know, offense. That's just not what they're going to be, man. They're going to be an opportunistic offense, an offense that strikes whenever in big splash plays and strikes when it's time. And they're not going to be forcing things. Ball control, time of possession, those things are going to be of the utmost importance for the Pittsburgh Steelers, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
All right, dude, let's keep going. Guys, make sure you hit the shit out of the like button for us. I need a bell or something to ring. Guys, we're going to have some sound effects soon and stuff. This is going to be, we're stepping that game up, bro. We're stepping that
Okay.
game up.
Big things coming.
Big, big things coming here on Steel City Live. Chris, two-star running backs might as well lean on them before one or both leave. Absolutely. Great comment, Chris. Absolutely. Lean on this run game. That is what's going to make this team special next year. Control the football. Keep your defense off the field. Don't get them beat up like they did last year with the constant three and outs, man.
Oh,
How do you think that this Pittsburgh run game is going to look right now in your head, Sean, under Arthur Smith? Do you think it's promising, or are these holes on the offensive line really dragging that down a little bit to where you're not quite sure?
Yeah, the holes on the O line have me concerned. If they were to go into the season with what they have right now, I feel like it would be a struggling run game that we would have. And it would be a lot like last year. It'd be just another repeat of what we just went through. It'd be a very frustrating season. You're probably going to be getting lots of injuries because they can't protect the quarterbacks or get the running backs their lanes open. I wouldn't feel good about it, man. Once they get these two
No.
holes filled on the O line, then, if they do that, I'll feel like the Steelers will have the most dominant run game in the NFL.
There, you heard it there first, ladies and gents. Steeler Wade show. Marketplace is the worst to buy. Only real way. Yeah, no doubt it does suck. Steeler Wade. Mel Mills, try Calvin outside at number 2. Draft wide receiver 3. Bring the local boy home for the slot. I like Tyler Boyd. I'm feeling though that there's something going on with that situation. I'm thinking Tyler wants a little bit more money than the Pittsburgh Steelers are willing to part with right now, guys. That's what I think is going on. That's what I think is holding that deal up. I do like the idea of putting Calvin Austin out there on the outside. But guys, is Calvin just a one trick pony? He's going to have to prove himself. That's really what's going to have to be his major focus next year is to prove himself. And we're going to have to see again, is Arthur Smith going to spread it out that much? How many snaps is a guy like Calvin Austin going to get? George Pickens is probably going to dominate the majority in single wide receiver sets with loaded up with tight ends. It's going to be a tough thing. We're going to have to wait and see how it plays out. Dylan Baker, they stepping it up, faux show, faux show, faux show. Yay. What's that movie? Oh shit, dude. It's man, McLovin. What's that movie with McLovin in it?
Super
You
bad.
remember? Yeah. He's always that fat guy with the curly hair. For show, for show, for
Yeah,
show. I'll get you that gold slogger for show. I love that. That was funny.
the two
Steeler
cops.
Wade show. Yeah, Steeler Wade show. I don't know what Arthur Smith's schedule for slot receivers. I just don't know what he's going to do, man. It's going to be interesting to see. And everybody anticipates him to be this run heavy guy. Maybe he mixes it up and throws a wrench in all this, guys, and comes out in different looks. Maybe the first possession of the season, the first snap, is 5 wide. We don't know. You know what I mean? It's just going to be really interesting to see.
Yep.
Steelers freak Wilson and Fields must have success by throwing to the middle. Both need to improve there. Yeah, they definitely do. Hit the like button like it owes you money. Absolutely. Beat it up. Beat it up. Najee 5th-year option. That's a question mark from Dylan Baker. Uh, how does he perform this year? That's going to tell the tale. Do you want to extend that 5th-year option to him? Is it worth that money? How much are you going to have to wrap up in the quarterback room next year? Would it be better to renegotiate now and try to work out a long-term deal now with Najee Harris to secure him for a few years? What would you do, Sean? Would you wait around for Najee's 5th-year option and try to hammer it that way? Or would you try to work something out now and maybe get him for a couple years locked down without having to pay him that 5th-year option money, which is going to be roughly, I believe, like close to 7 million or so, maybe even more than that.
I would try to do something with him this year. Try to restructure something to keep him around for a few more years because I feel like that Najee Harris and Jalen Warren together is what the doctor ordered for our run game with Arthur Smith, and I think that they should do anything they can to keep that together in Pittsburgh. We're going to rely on that heavily. And what happens if one of them gets hurt? At least we
No
would
doubt.
still have a second like starting running back that can carry the weight until the other one is healthy enough again to return. They got to. I think they should try to keep them both in town.
Yeah, no doubt. George Teston, are there any more Willie Parker relatives in the draft? I love another fast Willie. How about you, Sean?
Willie Parker was really fun to watch. That guy had some serious wheels. Yeah, and that's
Neither
kind of how I
fly.
feel about Calvin Austin the third. This guy is so fast when he gets open, man. It's amazing to see these guys run down the field. I hope we can see some of that this year. Him getting past the safeties and taking it to the house.
Yeah. Chris says, I agree with Sean. In my opinion, the biggest priority at this point is offensive line, more specifically center. Not that it's anything stellar. I think can make do with the wide receiving core 1 through 3. I think so too, man. Yeah. It's got to be the priority, guys. It has to be. But still, we had this debate before, Sean and I. Well, not a debate, but we had talked about it before. Whether you draft for need or you draft for best player available. Sean thinks that you should kind of do what, a little bit of both is what you were saying, Sean. Kind of do that. I think you should do best player available no matter what. But dude, it's just that the philosophy that the Steelers got to just figure out the direction that they want to go. It's just it is what it is. You see what happens when they reach though. When they try to just do it off position only, you get guys like Artie Burns. You get guys like Devin Bush. You get guys like Sean Davis and shit like that. You just get different guys that don't maybe not work out. That's all. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. Sim is right. That is why the D veterans turned on Pickett. They were tired of doing more than necessary, causing injuries. Absolutely. They were getting murdered, man. One armed, one legged Asian lady against the wall on the running game. Yeah, that's funny. Is that Kitten Mittens jersey still available? LOL. Oh, that was Nathaniel Sampson. He took his message out. Okay. Is that Kitten Mittens jersey still available? LOL. Well, if it is, keep it because I don't want it. It ain't available. It ain't on the market, boys. It ain't on the market.
I was laughing at that comment too when I read it.
Chris was telling Nathaniel what we were talking about. Okay. Steeler way, that would be the raddest thing ever.
Sorry,
I
Neil.
get nothing for Boyd. Go ahead, Sean.
I had to put somebody in timeout. They kept on saying over and over that they look like you. So I
they look like me?
Yeah. Looked like he screenshot a picture of you and put it on his profile pic.
There's only one of me, man. There's only one of me. And
That's
I'm
right.
ugly. Very, very ugly. Pick worthy. Sorry. Jalen Warren is related to Willie Parker. Is he? Is he really?
I don't think so.
Oh, I think George is just pulling our chain. You're just yanking our chain, George.
Yeah, I think Jalen Warren he's part Samoan, Hawaiian. So there's no way Willie Parker is that.
Steelers Freak says I trust Colin the Shark over Colbert the Seabass. Yeah, Colbert was kind of it is what it is. Bentley McGuire. Oh, come on, dude. Let's put that user in timeout also. Bye-bye, Bentley. Bye-bye. Press like, everybody. Listen to Steeler Wade. We're inching toward 100 viewers live, and there's 20 likes on the stream. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Crush the like button. It's free, dude. It's a free thing. You don't have to do anything but hit the button. All right. Yes.
Friday night for all you guys. It's over there. Friday night, huh?
It is Friday night.
Yeah, it's Friday afternoon for me. I'm almost there. I'm working my way to it.
Friday night. The mood is right. Yeah. Two handsome men on YouTube. You are absolutely correct about that, buddy.
Thank you.
From Chris. Nathaniel Sampson. Who do you think the Steelers have a better chance of getting, Aiyuk or Boyd? Boyd, in my opinion. I think there is, though, some trouble with Boyd and maybe salary. What do you think's holding up the Steelers from maybe signing a Tyler Boyd, Sean?
It's got to be money, man. I bet Boyd wants a big contract, and the con man's probably trying to get him down a little bit and work something out, and it's taking them time. They're probably dealing with each other's agents and everything. It's, I'm starting to believe it's not going to happen as long as it's taken. I'm starting to think that Boyd's probably not going to come to Pittsburgh. I hope I'm wrong, though. I'd like to see him in the black and gold.
Yeah, I think it fit a little bit. D, he says he's related to someone. What's up, D? I'm not sure who he is. Friday Night Chain.
Well, I can guarantee you he's related to someone.
Someone, D. D, did you talk to Bubby Brister, bro? That's the biggest question on the docket for you tonight, D. If you love the Steelers, hit the like button. Absolutely, guys. If you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and you love the Pittsburgh Steelers and you love Steelers content, hit the like button. If you're a fan of the NFL, hit the like button. I think, hey, show your support. Show your support.
And don't forget, April 1st, Meril Hoge coming on Mic Drop Sports, you guys.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Right ahead of the draft. Boy, guys, this is going to be the channel that you get great draft insight from, because Meril Hoge has some real issues with how they run the combine. He thinks it's ridiculous, I think is how he put it. He thinks there's a lot of useless like drills and stuff going on in there. And he's kind of like me. I could leave the combine and never ever see it again. I don't think it matters in any way, shape, or form. I think you need to watch a young man play football. That's how you evaluate them. That's just my opinion. There's other opinions. I just think we put too much stock into it. But we'll see what Meril got to say. I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it.
Oh.
I have the Marlboro Man voice. I think it's a little sexier than the Marlboro Man, bro. Someone used to tell me that I should narrate books on tape, that I should read books on tape, like, welcome everybody to tonight's read, blah, blah, blah. Narrate books. I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't know. Najee Harris option. I was right. Mel Mills. He said 6.79 million for Najee's 5th-year option. I said 7 million. I was damn close, bro. Damn
Nice.
close.
Good guess.
Great guess. Great guess, Sean. Great guess. Hey,
Amazing.
you are a great guest. Nice. They see that rhymes. That rhymes,
Yeah.
bro. Dylan Baker in the house says some people have mentioned that James Daniels played center in Chicago. If nothing else, do you think they would try him at center this season? Here's my issue with that. He only played like 8 games or something at center. And that was something I think he just had to do. It wasn't like a full-time thing to where he did like a year or two playing center. Nate Herbig has played center. Are you going to put all your trust in that, Sean? Guys that have barely played center just because they have played it in the past? Are you putting your eggs in that basket heading into the 2024 season if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers and gearing up the way they are to try to be dominant in the moves they've made thus far?
I think they should go into the draft and try to get one of the young studs and bring him in. And because, like you said before, when you have a good center, you tend to hang on to them. So the fact that he was already released by another team kind of says something to me. And you want to get these younger guys that are healthy, and you can kind of develop to play into the system that you brought him into. So, me personally, I say go to the draft, get one of the young studs, bring him in, and go kick some ass.
Absolutely. Steeler Wade says hit those dots and hit the like. Absolutely. Nathaniel Sampson says so happy you and Sean can make it. We're happy you can make it, Nathaniel. Thank you. Steelers freak, you're having a party, bro. We won't read your comment though, because I don't. I'm trying to be better. I don't want to get demonetized. Not like I made a pile of money or something, but I'm just saying I don't want to get it demonetized. It's taken a lot of work to get it monetized in the first place. Miss Pittsburgh, exactly. Sean with the surfboard. What up?
Yeah,
Sleeping
love
lady.
it.
Sleeping lady. He has consistency issues, and we can find a good wide receiver in the draft pick. Money, I bet. I think we can find a good one in the draft, and the Steelers have proven it. D says no, he wasn't in the office today. He's a salesman for us, so he's going to be in and out. Yeah, D, man, would that be cool? I know a lot of people, a lot of young fans probably don't remember Bubby, but man, if you're in our age bracket, you'll remember old Bubby Bruster, number 6. Number
Oh,
6 in the program, number 1 in your hearts. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, new number 6 coming to the Steelers this year, Patrick Queen. Can't wait to see him out there making plays.
Mm-hmm. Number 6 is going to be deadly. He's going to be a sniper out there in the middle, guys. A sniper. D says, I just looked it up. Willie Parker and Jalen Warren are distant cousins. Wow. Talk about weird.
Yeah.
Steelers Freak says Meril calls it like it is. Yes, Meril does call it like it is. What were you going to say, Sean?
We've got a few weird comments going in there. I'm seeing like, what the is going on out there?
I don't know. I made it down. I'm like stuck. Dude, that's one thing we try to do here on the channel is read every comment. So sometimes we're way behind in there. We try to get you guys interactive with this channel and give you guys like a voice. You go to some of these other channels and they ignore your comments. And then when they read them, sometimes they're snarky and they don't even really pay attention. We're trying to get you guys involved. We want you guys to have a show that you can go and voice your opinion. That is the whole purpose of what we're trying to do here with our live shows. So just so you know, that's what we're trying to do. So sometimes we don't get to them all, but we try our damn best for sure. You have a
Absolutely.
voice for radio or something, bro. Yes, most people said it was for phone sex, what's big, so I don't know. Steeler Wade show. Someone at church said I was related to Adam, the the fella that said stand back. I don't know how big this thing gets. You're nuts, Steeler Wade. You're nuts, bro. Are you into the whiskey tonight, Steeler Wade? That was a good one. Mitch Pittsburgh. He was on a Ben Roethlisberger podcast. Meril Hoge. Yeah, absolutely. He was. He's been on a bunch. He used to be a ESPN contributor until they laid him off when they had those massive cuts. Merrill has had a very interesting life, guys. He got in a car crash in like 2002, got rotator cuff surgery. He ended up having back pain, ended up finding out it was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Like a bunch of things go on. I'm gonna get him to dive into as much as possible. I really want him to dive into draft stuff and that kind of thing, the Steelers roster, to really give you guys some insight. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe Merrill can get me hooked up live with Big Ben. Wouldn't that be something? That'd
Man,
be
that would
something.
be just amazing.
Yes, it would be amazing. They
Not that the
say
show
me
isn't
and Ben got the
already.
chin. All right, Miss Pittsburgh, Ben Roethlisberger's podcast is called Footballin'. Yeah, Steeler Raid, you need to do intros. Like what? Oh, for people like at the sports stadium. Your Pittsburgh Steelers, or what do they do? What do they do for other players? Out of Miami of Ohio, number 7, your quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, that's what they do. Okay, maybe I should try that. Burnout for life 15, please notice me. I notice you burn out, but don't be burnout for life. You don't want to be burned out. You could still do you, but not be burned out. You could still be chipper and happy and smart and all that kind of stuff. Uh Look at Sean. He's a prime example. Foot's big. Where are you from, Jason? I'm curious. Trying to pinpoint that accent. I'm from PA, bro. Fayette County, Pennsylvania. Sean is from the great state of Hawaii right now, but he's a transplant. Where are you from, Sean? Cali, right?
Yeah, originally I'm from Northern California, way far Northern California, like 6 hours from
Northern.
San Francisco, far.
Have you ever been to a place called Los Osos? Los Osos?
No, never.
What about Shelter Cove up north by the Redwood Forest?
Yeah,
The
I've searched.
Blackstone Beaches.
Yeah, I went to Shelter Cove. I did some, some abalone diving, some surfing, and I'm still a little north from Shelter Cove still. But
Well, I
yeah,
had a
that's
family friend at the time that had their grandparents had a house right on a cliff that overlooked all of Shelter Cove and the Blackstone beaches. And there was this big bench and stuff that you could go sit at. And we would sit on that bench and you could watch whales going up. I seen many whales like humpbacks and stuff cruising up the coast, dolphins.
yep,
We seen killer whales actually out there playing around because there was a high seal population up that way that they were like migrating through there. So you definitely got to see some really cool things. The redwoods were super cool. I would
yeah.
love to go back there again one day. It was definitely a cool thing.
That's the best part of California, you ask me, you guys. You got to go all the way up to the far northern tip on the coast. It's all redwoods, like he's saying, and it's a little cold, but it's beautiful. And yeah, that's where I'm from. It's beautiful.
Sleeping Lady asks, is Calvin Austin any good? I think he is. I think he's going to get his time, man. George remembers Bubby. The comment section is awesome. That's right. Steelers freak, tackle center, D lineman, cornerback, wide receiver. The Steelers know this as well. Yeah, but we got to see where they're going to go. But one good thing that's really fun, Steelers Freak, is talking about it and trying to figure out where they're going to go with it and what they're going to do. That's the fun part of it. That's the dynamic that's really fun, I think. See you, Steeler Wade. Bye, Steeler Wade. Take a shot for me, brother. That's weird. Oh, come on, dude. Let me delete this one. Thank you. All right, goodbye. The best show in town is here, no doubt. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. You are the cheerleader of Mike Drop Sports. Hold on. We got to pin her message. Miss Pittsburgh is pinned comment right now. There we go.
Right.
John is, I don't know, Mel Mills, Los Osos, Central Cali. I thought it was a little northern. That's where I was. I've been there. I knew some people. There's Yeah, I was in the military. Long story, but anyway, I knew some people out there, and we were doing all that. And we went up to Shelter Cove. We stayed in there. I did a little stuff in Simi Valley, where one of our friends lived when we were in the military. Your parents lived there. Eddie Spaghetti, and I'm in Northern California too. That's cool. It's beautiful. You, all right. Let me see. Justin Fields. That's awesome. Upstate New York, Albany represent. That's foot big. I believe that. I know he can. I'm not sure. I told you we were getting Justin Fields. Owen. Yeah, it's easy to guess and see what happens. I mean, it is what it is. You just never know what's going to happen, man. All right,
Yeah.
guys, make sure you're hitting the like button for your favorite show in town, and that is Steel City Live here on Mike Drop Sports. I'm Jason, that's Sean. As we continue to roll through, you can join our membership program at 99 cents a month and have cool badges and emojis and all that other stuff. You can do all that and be able to interact with the chat and have people, our emojis that look like Sean, one that's a My Ugly mug. Well, it's supposed to be terrible towels, things like that. You get loyalty badges. We notice you first in the chat, all that kind of fun stuff. Foot's big with another $2 super chat. I still want my $2. Foot's big in the house. I attended college of the Redwoods. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I went there. That's a beautiful college, and that's in Eureka, California. That's where I was born.
Did you go to that school, Sean?
Yeah, I did. I went. No, I didn't. I went very briefly. I did some little PE and physical training, and I went for fun.
Is physical education even a college class, Sean? Or were you
I'll,
doing
I'll tell you.
underwater basket weaving there?
I'll tell you right now. I did it so I can be around more women. And go keep on my physique and work out. And I was still playing sports at the time. Yeah, I was still trying to party and have fun.
Amen, bro. Amen. I didn't go and finish college until later in my adult life. Like when I was in my early or mid 20s, I finished. But still, man, I was doing the military thing. And like Sean says, sometimes you just got to get down, dude, and party and have fun.
Yep.
Yeah, Dylan Baker puts it absolutely correct right here. Here, for real though, hit that like button. It's absolutely free. What is so hard about it? I don't know, but hit that bad boy. Hit that bad boy. If you think Sean is ugly, hit that like button and let us know. We'll see.
How do
We're
I
at
hit
25 right now. If you think Sean's ugly, hit the like button. We'll know how many of you think Sean's ugly.
it?
If you
Reverse
think I'm ugly,
psychology.
hit the like button.
Anything we can
Uh,
do. But yeah, it's been anytime you guys want to talk football with us, this is what we're here for, man. We just love talking football and everything you guys bring. It's always fun. And I learn a lot from you guys. It's nice to learn.
yeah, no doubt. S. Jockum, I believe I'm down for you too, man. No doubt, man. I like that. Foot's big. Hitting the like button is not as hard as trigonometry. Yes, no doubt. Steeler Wade show is back in the house. Steeler
There it
Wade,
is.
when are you going to come on? Saturday or Sunday? We'll do a special edition of Steel City Live and we'll let Steeler Wade come on. You got to tell me, email me, Steeler Wade. Let's get this done. The fans are calling your name, my friend. They want to see you, Steeler Wade. Steeler Ray
Yeah,
got a channel, guys, so hit him up.
yeah.
Foot's big. Hitting the like button is not as hard as trigonometry. Yeah, I read that one. Go ahead, Sean. What were you going to say?
Same thing. I'd like to see Steeler Wade join the show. I want to hear that.
Hell yeah. I'm going to think of how we can do 3 too, Sean. I got to figure that out because I've seen some shows do 3. I think we're going to have to go to a widescreen format, though. We won't be able to do it in this, but I think that'd be cool. Just have like a little party chat once in a while, you know? D, where can I get your show email address again? Bubby just started last Wednesday, but I'll eventually work up the nerve to ask him. Mike Drop Sports at yahoo.com, guys. Hit us up on that email. Mike Drop Sports at yahoo.com. That is our show email. I will respond to you there. That's how you communicate with the channel. Because otherwise I'd have to follow a gazillion people back on Twitter or stuff like that. And it's easier to email me. Also, email me your mailbag questions for next week because we're really going to hit the mailbag stuff hard. I've gotten some definite cool emails. All right.
I have a question.
Oh,
Anybody?
dude, don't. Hey, S. Jockum, it's okay, bro. I just say man to any. It was just like, man, I believe you. You know, it wasn't like I was calling you a man. Don't get too critical. That's kind of crazy, bro. Or
Anybody?
lady, whatever, man. It don't matter if you're that uptight. You can move on. All right, Tyrone Johnson. Which LSU wideouts? They are Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. I like both of them. Have you done any research or watched them, Sean, Brian Thomas, or Malik Neighbors from LSU?
No, I haven't. I haven't done anything lately. Checked out any other than just looking to see who the Steelers are trying to bring in. I haven't been looking into the draft as much lately. Just rumors. Oh, here we go.
That's it, Foots Big. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it?
Has
You got
anybody
to
heard
become a
anything
Mic
about?
Drop Mafia member. What?
Has anybody heard anything about Cameron Sutton? Anything pop up with him and that craziness?
No, I don't believe he has turned himself in, man. And the longer this goes on, the more worried I get. The more I think that this could definitely result in something really, really tragic here. I really think something crazy has went on. You wouldn't run like that if something didn't go on, man. Um, other than being released from the Lions and not turning himself in, there's not much news out there. But if you guys go online and you can get the police report and you can read it, um, it's not cool, dude. It's not cool at all. Miss Pittsburgh, let's go Steeler way. There you go, Dylan Baker. Y'all know this is going to be the biggest Steelers podcast in the world. Something. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that, man. I hope so. I think it will be. I'm appreciative of that. That's our goal anyway. That'd be really cool. Thomas Jr., top 3 prospect in my eyes. He could be good, man, no doubt. He could definitely be good. That's Brian Thomas Jr. He's a wide receiver from LSU, 6'4", 205 pounds. Great range, a lengthy type guy like a George Pickens. I definitely think he could be a real weapon, man. Yeah, I think so. Steeler
Absolutely.
Wade says Sutton stuff is rough. Absolutely, man. I'm kind of out of it too. Miss Pittsburgh, the best show in town is here. Yeah, that was the ping comment. That's right. Yes, sir. But man, Brian Thomas Jr., guys, let's look at some of his statistics. I don't think he'd be a bad pick on the big board for most people. He's averaging out to be about the 18th best player uh, in the draft totally. His statistics for 2023, he had 68 catches for 1,177 yards on only 68 catches. That's pretty cool for 17.3 yards an average on 17 touchdowns, 86 being his long. So you know he can blow the top off the defense too. What
Yeah,
do you think, Sean? Having 2 weapons like that, 2 George Pickens type weapons, man,
that's
that can
exactly.
really open some shit up.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it. You know, it's gonna make it so Pickens won't be double teamed all game. They're gonna have to really spread it out. The safeties are gonna have to spread out more. They can't throw in on anybody. That would be amazing. If we can get another one like that, man, look out. Steelers are going for it, bro.
Absolutely. Xavier Worthy is another one that people were talking about from Texas. He's the 32nd ranked player, number 1 wide receiver, junior class, born in Fresno, California, 6'1", 172 pounds out of the University of Texas, 75 catches, 1,014 yards on the season, averaging 13.5 yards a catch with only 5 touchdowns and 54 being as long. He is the 38th ranked prospect in the 2024 draft. Still a
Wow.
quality move. Probably a guy you could get in the second round, you know? What do you think about maybe a wide receiver later in the draft, Sean? Take care of your offensive line needs and then go down and get like one of these later guys, these later like a Roman Wilson from Michigan, a Nana Smith from Texas A&M, a Jacob Cowing from Arizona, a Malik Washington from Virginia. Those types of guys. Would you rather the Pittsburgh Steelers wait and do a 3rd or 4th round type talent at wide receiver?
Yeah, I would. I would prefer them wait, grab them later on down the draft. We got to stick to the O line. We got to fix that line, man. That's number one. I'm going to say it until I'm blue with the lips. And they got to fix that O line. They got to win in the trenches. We want to run the ball heavy and then try to utilize the play action. We got to have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL so we can have the best run game in the NFL, so we can be the best football team in the NFL.
Yes, and then you're looking at maybe getting a tackle or somebody. So people that are probably going to be around the range of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first round are like guys like Talise Fuga, Talise Fuga, Fuaga from Oregon State, a junior classman of offensive tackle, ranking third at the position group, or an Amarius Mims, or J.C. Latham from Alabama. Would either three of those guys, I don't think you'll get a Joe Alt from Notre Dame. I think he'll be one of the first tackles off the board with the Penn State kid. Once that run of tackles happens, Sean, you know they go off quick. So out of the three, a Fuga, a Mims, and a Latham, are you cool with any of those three guys if the Steelers went right tackle there?
Man, I would really like to see him get Mims. That guy, he would be a good fit, I think. That's kind of who I've been hoping they would get is Mims.
Yeah, I like him. Georgia guy, played with Broderick. Definitely could mean some big things. Let's get back to some of the chats. Xavier Leggett, 4.22 speed. Meril Hoge, Justin sits a whole year, gets coached up by Smith and Russ. Gives them a year or move or more to see what he is good at, and slowly add it into the offense. Absolutely, but I think they need to figure out what they're going to do with his contract if that's the case. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? He has the 5th-year option due. So you got to figure this out before May 2nd. Do you figure out something more long term before then and try to extend him now, or do you take the knee to $26 million? You know, the second wide receiver from LSU is going to be great, or get Rice's son. Yeah, man, either one. Steelers are the best. Wilson and Fields both have the same arms for long ball wide receivers. Yeah, they got good arms. Dylan Baker, I'm a Longhorns fan, but Worthy is just not first round talent, late second round, maybe. Yeah, probably mid second, late second. Get Rice's son. That'd be cool. They might take another tight end. Yeah, anything's possible. Murph Dog, Powers Johnson, or the WVU kid. Absolutely. I think Zach Frazier's the one I would go after because you can get him in the second round. Sean likes Jackson Powers Johnson. But we'll see, man. What would you say if they took a tight end probably in the first 3 rounds, Sean? Would you be disappointed with that? You have Freiermuth.
I would think that that means Pat Freiermuth is going to be a goner if they pick somebody else up. I think Jason got a phone call, and that usually freezes up his end. Who knows what's going on?
Can you hear me? Everything went black. You all right?
Yes, I was sitting here saying I think that would be the end of Pat Freiermuth in Pittsburgh. He would the tight end say goodbye to our current what's his name, Freiermuth.
Yeah, that means they're not going to do anything long term. He does lack in the blocking department at Summer Point now. I feel like that he was underutilized. We'll see what they do with this tight end room. It's kind of crazy. We'll see. Wrestling background's always good for any football player, guys. It makes you a mean SOB, man. Wrestling is definitely a good skill. Tyrone Johnson, draft Joe Milton. I wouldn't until late. He's too raw of a product, man. He's just not NFL ready. You would have to get him late rounds, and then I wouldn't be opposed to it. 6th or 7th for me. Joe Milton, maybe 5th at the very, very earliest. In my eyes, I wouldn't do it until then. Maybe somebody else, maybe another team does, but he's just too raw of a talent right now to draft any higher than that. Murph Dog 92, I say O-line first 2 rounds wouldn't upset me. It's a big need. Absolutely. I think so too. Tight end is optional position. You need to shore up the front 5. Absolutely. Sean, you got holes at defensive tackle too. You need to add there. And I know they have some guys. Keanu Benton, Lario. You have Keanu Benton, Lario, Cam Hayward, and we just signed what's his name? Shoot. But anyway, it'll come to me. Adams, I believe. Somebody. I'll remember. I just did a video on it. I can't even remember. But anyway, they have 4 or 5 guys. Don't you think they should go like defensive tackle first before tight end?
Yeah, absolutely. The tight end, we seem like if they made no moves at all in the tight end room, we'd still be okay. They got to get these other positions filled. They got, all these positions where we're lacking playmakers. I really hope they address those first, man.
Yeah, me too.
Man,
Nathaniel asked if there's going to be a show tomorrow. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see. Usually Saturday and Sunday I don't. If Steeler Wade wants to come on, I'll do a special one so he can get a little airtime. What were you going to say, Sean?
oh, I think I already said it. But on
Okay.
that note, come on, Steeler Wade. I know you're out there. Set it up with Jason. We want to hear what you got to say, brother.
The best show in town is here. Let's do it, guys. Hit that like button, as my girl Miss Pittsburgh like to say. The best show in town.
That's right.
I don't watch the Olympics, really. I'm not a big Olympics fan. I don't even know what IBA is, man, being booted from the Olympics. I'm not sure what it is, so I couldn't give you an honest answer. Darwin Nolan, I think the Steelers will draft cornerback at pick 20. That is an option. That is an option, Darwin. What do you think about that, Sean?
That'd be crazy, bro. I mean, wild. Nobody sees that one coming other than him, Darwin.
No, a lot of people are predicting it, actually. A lot of mocks, anyway. Crazy, ain't it?
I think that's crazy. And if they don't go to the O-line, I'm going to sit in the corner of my room and cry to myself.
No, I think we're really looking forward to them shoring up this line is what I think a lot of us want to do. I was just looking to see any of these rumors, if anything's coming down the pipe here, if there's any news that has popped up while we've been on. I always check on that, guys. We had some crazy stuff happen throughout the week, definitely. We've had many things break as we were on the show. We'll see here. Nothing I'm seeing right now. All right, guys, we're going to start winding down this show. Foot's Big still wants his $2. Offside edits. I want Brandon Aiyuk. How would that look with the cap situation? Not good. You have to free up some cap space. They're about $15 million right now under the cap, and you'd have to get way under that to get, Aiyuk signed. And he's only got 1 year left on his deal. You're going to have to take that money. So you're going to have to do a sign and trade, man. A trade and sign. You're going to have to sign him before you bring him in because you got to work out a new deal. It's not worth giving up that kind of draft capital for a guy that you're going to have for 1 year. Yeah, no, I'm on board with that, Steelers freak. Not, I'd rather have the offensive line. I'd rather, if you're going to do tight end, do it late if you can find a quality guy. Absolutely. Dylan Baker, what are you guys' thoughts on on the hip drop tackle potentially being banned? I think they're banning too much stuff. I don't think the hip drop tackle should be banned. What do you got to do, man? You got to bring big dudes down sometimes. Injuries happen. It's football. I'm sorry. What's your thoughts on that, Sean? All these bans of hip drops and this tackle, everything got a name for it. It's just becoming too many rules in my eyes for these defenders. What's your thoughts on these tackles? Like how they're approaching this?
I think it's taken a little too far. I really do. I understand that the hip drop has caused a lot of injuries, and it's kind of a dirty way to bring somebody down. I can see why they're trying to implement it, but it's football, and you got to tackle the guys. And sometimes you fall, and you don't even try to when you're grabbing onto the backside of somebody, and you might, go down on them, and then next thing, it's just another reason for the flags to go flying and throw a 15-yard penalty on somebody, and the refs can swing the way of a game. And, they got to let him just tackle. I think it's horrible. Don't do it.
Yeah, me too. That was going to be the last topic that we talked about, guys. If I missed any of your comments, I'm sorry. We'll try to answer them next time. We try our best here to answer everybody's comments to incorporate you guys on the show. Anything in closing, Sean, Steelers wise or anything?
Again, on the hip drop thing, it is kind of a dirty move, like I say, but but you got, if you're running the ball, if you're the running back and you're getting tugged on from the backside, you can slide your feet out from under you and go down, or you could take the risk and try to drag them with you and have them end up on the backside of your ankles. Now that's also how Le'Veon Bell got taken out. Le'Veon Bell had a hip drop, and that's what kind of brought his career to a halt there for a little bit in Pittsburgh. And ever since then, I've always said that's a dirty move. And there's other ways that you can make a tackle, but at the same time, I got to check myself. because in the heat of the game, in the heat of the moment, there is no time to think. You got to just react, and sometimes people get hurt.
Right.
And
Yeah, I'm just saying that too. Like you're like to feed off of what you just said. It's the game, man. The heat of the game. Let them play. I understand, but there are just so many rules, and I think it does take away from the product, man, and gear things far too lopsided into the offense's favor. You got to allow these guys to have some ways to bring it down. Uh, it's tough, man. And like Steelers freak saying, it's hard to bring down some of these guys. Absolutely, man. It's
yeah,
tough for some of these smaller guys, but hey, it is what it is. We'll maybe talk about it a little bit further as we move on. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're donating to the channel if you want to. That's an option. I'm not telling you to, but if you want to be a member, do that in 99 cents a month. You get registered for our giveaways. That's how you get the giveaways. That'll be happening in April. Meril Hoge, April 1st. And we're going to try to do a show tomorrow. We'll see if we can. We'll try. I'll put it on the community section. So make sure you turn the notification bell on, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Sean, thank you for coming once again, my friend.
yeah, it's always
Thank
fun,
you.
man. Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody,
sir.
for hanging out and talking football with us on your Friday night. We came in here. We didn't know exactly what we was going to talk about, but like I said, you guys in the comments, you bring it, you put it on the table, and here we are talking football, and that's what
Yeah.
makes this show so great. It's you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Denise, Jason, Sean. You make a good team. See you next time. Have a great Easter weekend, everyone. Is it Easter this weekend?
Yes.
Holy cradola, dude. Happy Easter to all you guys. I got to get things finished, bro. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Again, I appreciate it. Yeah, this show is totally unscripted. We ain't like most shows where we come on with a giant list of topics. We come on and just talk to you guys. That's the way we're just doing it. So that's how we roll. The best show in town, as my girl, Miss Pittsburgh, would say. So, killer show. Thank you, man. Later, guys. So until next time, till tomorrow, make sure that you continue to watch Mike Drop Sports and the show, Steel City Live. So we'll see you maybe tomorrow. Peace. Later, Sean.
Later, guys. See you later, Jason. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye.